Hello, and thank you for joining us. We are talking about the end times. We are talking about the abomination of desolation, the idol of the end times, that the man of sin, the one we call the Antichrist, what he will do with it. The Bible tells us, the Bible gives us a framework, so let's check that out. In Daniel 7:6, we have discussed in other videos that this is the beast of the end times. The beast that rises up out of the sea is described in detail in Daniel 7. It is in Revelations 13, we see it rising out of the sea, and in Daniel 7, we see the breakdown and the descriptors, and we see the framework, and the end times, which is now, fits that framework. And we see that the second beast here, this says, and this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. In my other videos, we broke this down and explained how the framework for the beast rising out of the sea can be seen in the technology all around us, both the electricity and the media, the audio-video media. And we see that this is the TV, or the television systems that have now morphed into all the screens all over the place. And this had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The wings are symbolic. They correspond to the transmission of the data, of the information, the audio, video. The information is transmitted in one of 4 ways. It is either over the air, it is cable, internet, or satellite. Those are the 4 modes of transport. Those are the 4 methods. The 4 wings of a fowl is what this framework illustrates. 4 wings of a fowl. So keep that in mind as we look at what the Antichrist does with the idol of the end times, the abomination of desolation. Matthew 24 tells us, "When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation, spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whoso readeth, let him understand." And we said in our other videos that the word desolation in Hebrew, the word desolation is the word show. And so we have all these shows, all these TV shows, all the shows on all the channels across the internet and over the air. These are desolations in the word. We see that the word show is desolation, and that gives new meaning to this abomination of desolation. As we have abominations, we have TVs that could just be tools for information to help people, but they have made it idols. They worship the images on the screen. It is the abomination of shows, the abomination of desolation. And we see that in the framework for the word. So what does the Antichrist do? We saw in 2 Thessalonians. He goes into the temple of God. He opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And we saw that he brings in an idol. We just saw the abomination of desolation. And in that temple, he shows himself that he is God. How does he do it? Well, he has the idol, and he puts the idol in the holy place, and he apparently shows the world, showing himself that he is God. And we see how he does this. A clue of that can be found in Daniel 9:27. This is more of the same event, and we see that in the reading of it. "And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. And for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even unto the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate." So this is the event, the abomination of desolation. You can see the overspreading of abominations, he shall make it desolate. So for the overspreading of abominations, he shall make it desolate. This appears to coincide with the abomination of desolation being placed in the holy place, the abomination of desolation. And for the overspreading of abominations, he shall make it desolate. We see the same thing. Now when we look at the word overspreading, this is a clue of what's going on. The word overspreading is the Aramaic word kanaf. Kanaf, H3671, is actually wing. It is wing, and we just saw what the wing represents. So keep that in mind when we read this. For the overspreading of abominations, he shall make it desolate. That is what we're talking about on the wings, the wing of abomination. So keep that in mind. If he goes into the temple with the abomination of desolation, and if the abomination of desolation is an idol in the future that is broadcasting his image across the world using wireless technology, which we just saw that this is the wings of a fowl, 4 wings of a fowl. He goes in there with this idol, When you therefore shall see the abomination of desolation, desolation show. He goes in with this idol and the overspreading of abomination. So it's on the wings of abomination, the wings of abomination he shall make desolate. And we see this come together, that the wings of abomination, the abomination of desolation is the show. We see that what he does in 2 Thessalonians says he shows himself in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. These things go together. We can see that the wings of a fowl are going to be in the abomination of desolation, the overspreading, the wing of abominations, he shall make it desolate. It appears that he goes in to the temple and broadcasts the image of himself, acting as if he is God, claiming that he is God, showing himself in the temple that he is God. And we can see this in the writing on the wall for our day. We can see this because the Word of God has laid out a framework so that we see that the wings are on the idols, had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. We can see that what he does is go in, and the abomination of desolation, the clue is in the name of desolation, show. It is the abomination, the idol of the end time. We can see that what he does is goes into the temple of God, shows himself that he is God, showing it to the world that he is God. We can see that in Daniel 9 it said, from the wing of abominations he shall make desolate. So this is on the wings, and we saw that the wings are the wireless signal transmission. So what is going to happen? Apparently, according to the Word, the framework is set. So when this happens, if someone goes in to the yet to be built temple and broadcast themselves, claiming to be God, showing themselves that they are God, they are fulfilling the Word of God. They are fulfilling the Word of God exactly, that they are bringing in the abomination of desolation. They are showing themselves that they are God. They are confirming the writing on the wall, and they are showing that we are in the last days. And when we see this, when you see this, if you are on the earth and you see this, you know that the Word of God has been fulfilled. You know that you are at the end. We know now as we see this beast rising that we are at the end. So please like this video, share this video. You can see all my videos on signofire.com or on yeshuaiscoming.com. Thank you very much. And Yeshua is coming. Jesus is on his way. The signs are all around us. Thank you very much.